So two of my favorite ways to make money on the market in the Burning Crusade is either by farming or flipping. The first thing you're gonna need is an add-on. I use both Auctionator and TSM, but let's talk about Auctionator. What that's gonna do is when you get into the game, one of the first things you do is you go to the auction, go into the tab and run a scan. Auctionator's gonna scan through everything, see what everything's going for. That way when you're walking around, going through the world and you're scanning items that you find or at vendors, you can see what the most recent price was for the auction. This is a necessary tool if you expect to make any money on the market. When it comes to farming, you just got to figure out what your job is and what people are looking for. For me, it was mining, and I found out that if I sold the ore of certain things like silver, gold, later on true silver, those things kind of sold more than if I were to smelt them. And I figured out it's probably because people are trying to level up their alts in the jobs, and rather than going and farming them themselves, they just want to buy it, bring up their level by smelting it. Makes it a lot easier for me, and you make good money. So look out for those. Figure out what niche item people are looking for that you'll be able to collect or craft, sell that, make some gold. The other thing is flipping. Now you can either flip by finding stuff from vendors around the world, things that are only sold there, selling them on the market. People are willing to buy at a lot higher price rather than flying around. In Classic, it's a lot more difficult to get from one place to another, so people are willing to spend the gold to have you deliver it to them. And the other thing is flipping things on the market. You can find things for pretty cheap that typically go for a higher price, and sometimes you can double your money. I've bought things for 25 gold and sold it for 50. So it is a little bit more of a risk. You're actually putting money into it and hoping that it sells rather than just farming and selling things as you find them. That's how I was able to make up to 1,300 gold so far before I've reached level 60 and give it a try.